Hey folks, I'm Ted Cantu, and I'm here today with Brian Zajac from Great Lakes Bio Recovery. How you doing, Brian?
Good. How are you, Ted?
Great. We're going to talk a little bit today about what you do and the service that you provide. And it's a very unique service, and you know, in times of tragedy, you wonder who you can call. Brian is the one who comes in and can actually help your family through this process, and also you know, clean up on a variety of levels, from suicide cleanup to violent crime, and that is what you do.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, I kind of fell into this business a couple years ago. As you know, I'm a full-time firefighter, and I realized that there was a need for this type of service. And you know, tragedies happen every day, and it's unfortunate that they do happen. But I don't think I was. You know, I went into a scene. I was like, man, you know, who cleans this up? And unfortunately, it's the homeowner's responsibility and the family's responsibility.
Yes.
Excuse me, responsibility. And a lot of people think that the police department or fire department comes in and cleans up for you, but they don't. Once the body's removed, you're left with all the mess.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in situations of violent crime and what have you, when the police detectives come through and fingerprint dust and everything else is all over the place, you know, once the body's gone, they leave everything. And I mean, it's your responsibility to clean that up. And it can be quite the task. And I don't think any family member should relive that second trauma.
That's very traumatic, I would think, to go in there and especially clean up after your loved ones would be very hard to do.
Yeah.
Emotionally taxing. So
correct.
That's that's really important what you do. Very important service. Folks, we have the address right here for the web. I want you to log on, and there's some more information there about what Brian does. And of course, the phone number is listed right here. I have a couple of questions for you. Sure. As far as what you do. Now, how quickly can you respond to an emergency situation?
In most situations, we can get a team there within 2 to 3 hours. Usually, it's within the hour if it's you know, local Metro Detroit. But yeah, usually within 2 to 3 hours, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Wow. Now that's really important now for crime scene cleanup, and you also do things for like for suicide as well. And it's not a very pleasant topic, but it does happen. Correct.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with the tough economic times, a lot of people don't know how to deal with all the stress.
Yes.
And they unfortunately they are looking for their own way out, and which only leaves a bigger burden for their families. And it is a very daunting task. And fortunately, the insurance industry has embraced this industry of crime scene cleanup with open arms. And if you do have homeowners insurance or car insurance, if it happens inside a vehicle, they will cover that cost for you. And that covers the cost of the remediation, which is the cleaning up of the blood and the disposal of the biohazardous waste that has to be disposed of properly according to OSHA and state and local laws. So we have they're covering, the insurance companies are covering those costs, and it's really you know, it's making it easier, for want of a better word, for the family.
You know, when we're talking about a very sensitive subject such as suicide, it's really interesting to mention this point that quite often the person who actually does this act actually goes into a hotel in some cases.
Yes. And
it's very common. So a lot of hotel owners out there should really know that this is the person to contact here to help in that situation.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it is unfortunate, but it does happen quite often where they go into a hotel or motel, and I guess that's the the thinking behind it is they're going to take some of the burden off their family not having to clean it, but then the burden lays with the property owner. And so yeah, absolutely, we do residential, commercial, all different types of property. Anywhere you need remediation done, we'll come in and do it.
Wow, that is really, really important. And when we come back, folks, we're going to have some more issues here to talk about. It's a very, very important thing right now, what Brian has mentioned. And folks, when we come back, we're going to have some really interesting points here to mention. If you're a property owner, what you need to do if you fall into an emergency situation. It's very unfortunate, but it's very realistic now that we are living in these very rough economic times. Brian's going to show you what you can do. You have an emergency number that we're going to share.
That's correct.
And it's 24 hours.
Yep.
And we're going to show you what cities that we cover in this area, and you won't want to miss that, so keep watching. Hey folks, I'm Ted Cantu. We're back with Brian Zajac, and he's talking today about a very sensitive issue. If you're a property owner, and if somebody happens to either die in your location or commit suicide, or there's a violent crime, Brian is the professional who comes in, actually does all the cleanup work, and so a really important point here is you don't want to have your family do it or your employees, because there's a very special consideration that you need to think about, and you have to have some training on this, correct?
Yes, that's correct. According to federal law, or OSHA, 29 CFR 1910-1030, you have to have bloodborne pathogen training. You have to have a bloodborne pathogen exposure plan. The person has to be offered the hepatitis B vaccine and the follow-up that goes along with that. They also have to be provided with all the protective equipment, the face mask, the Tyvek suit, the gloves, the boots. And once they remove the blood or bodily fluid covered substance, be it carpet or furniture or what have you, they have to have a place where they can store it and transport it. And in the state of Michigan, you need a special license to transport biohazardous waste.
Wow.
Yeah, and if you violate any of these things, I mean, unfortunately, you can be talking up to thousands of dollars in fines by the government, and it can also, if you don't provide this protection for your employees, I mean, you can also have a lawsuit against you that way, lost time and wages, medical bills, and what have you. And once, if you do offer your employees this, all the bloodborne pathogen training and what have you, then once that area is remediated, you as the business owner would have to hold on to those records for 30 years from the date of the cleanup.
So it's pretty intensive what needs to happen.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah.
Pretty detailed.
Now, in a situation of, let's say for example, a hotel owner, if he attempts to clean this up on his own, what kind of fines would he be looking at?
Like I said, again, with just the federal fines from OSHA, I mean, you can be looking into the thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars even. And then if you're the hotel owner or manager, what have you, and you have one of your employees clean this up, and if they don't do a good job, and the next person that comes into that hotel room, if they find remnants of any blood, or I mean, then you have another. You've opened up a whole new can of worms, and the litigation can just bury you in it as a company.
Well, that's really kind of what I was asking, because something like that, unfortunately, could really turn out your lights, and you don't want to risk that. So you want to lead us to the professionals who have actually done this before. There's an extensive list here of requirements of what needs to take place to clean up a place properly.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's really, really important. So I'm glad you mentioned that, and I think that's really informational for our viewers out there to know that.
Oh yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Okay, great. And folks, we have the phone number right here, and you can write that down. And this is also our website here is listed on this video as well. And let's just talk about some of the cities that you're in currently.
I pretty much go all over the state of Michigan. I handle Warren, Sterling Heights, Mount Clemens, Detroit, Wayne, Washtenaw counties, everywhere. I've gone to Muskegon for to do remediation. Pretty much anywhere I need to go. Yeah,
Wow.
we're everywhere.
Kent County,
Yep, that's correct.
Muskegon County,
Yeah,
Oceana County.
yeah.
You go all the way up there.
Yeah, it's yeah. And that's one of the things. Another thing I want to talk about. There are a lot of board up companies out there that handle flood damage and what have you that are getting into this remediation business of biohazard remediation. And I think Great Lakes Biorecovery, we're a step above that. We're not a carpet cleanup company that does this on the side. This is our main objective. This is what we do, and I feel that our personnel are properly trained, they are caring, they are compassionate, and those are some of the qualities you need, because you are going into a person's house or a person's business at the worst possible time of their life. They've lost a loved one, and to be treated in not such a kind manner, or by a person who just isn't compassionate enough. It can really add tremendous more damage, psychological damage to that person.
Oh, sure.
And I think my crew is very